Hey guys, Kittykatlapurr here, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to tame the Pyromane here on this Endermap. Yay! The Pyromane is a DLC that is paid, so it's about $5 USD. Convert that into your currency to be able to purchase, and it's kind of a reskin of the Shadowmane, but since I wasn't able to tame the Shadowmane because it's so hard, I was quite excited to get this tame. So today I'm going to show you guys exactly how to tame it, where to find it, and some of its abilities. But first off, I want to say a great big thank you to all my current subscribers. You guys are amazing, and I seriously couldn't do it without you. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button for pro-ish Ark content. And if you do like what I provide for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And guys, I'm aiming for the big 20,000 this year, so help me go big or go home and you all get a cookie. Yay! So where you're gonna find the Pyromane is going to be close to Red Ob. I'm very hesitant at the moment to give out cords because it looks like they're a little off at the moment, and I'm not sure if they're going to be patching the map so the cords are correct or if they're just going to stay like that. So for now, I'm just going to say Red Ob, Lava Island, if you guys know exactly where that is. The big island on the very top or north of the map, as you guys can see right here, without giving cords because I don't know if they're going to change or not. So we're just going to play it safe now. As you can see, I see one. That was kind of close. There he is. He's kind of hiding in the bushes. And a pretty kitty right here. I tend to see them. I found a bunch along the edges of Lava Island, which made it very easy to be able to get him into the water and how to tame. Now, saying that, I did tame it on camera, but without talking, because I needed to concentrate to make sure that I could do it. And I did do it in GCM and also did it out of GCM, just to make sure I could do it for you guys. Now, my tames are a little bit lower, but I'm going to let Editing Kitty voice over that, and I'll bring you back to show you some of their abilities. Editing Kitty here, and it turns out that I didn't film the one that I was in GCM for, but I did film the one that I wasn't. So this first one is going to be sped up to about 200%, and I did attempt and died the first time. So what happens when you lose the timer on the Pyromane, you end up getting kicked off, and then a bunch of other creatures were trying to kill me, so I ended up dead. I did want to let you guys know that I did gear up with a shotgun. That's just a regular primitive shotgun, and chitin, which is just regular primitive chitin, to gear up to go and do this with the Pyromane. So I did get fortunate enough to find a Pyromane on the edges on the Lava Island. So what I was doing was trying to get it to come into the water, because you have to get it to lose its flame while you're trying to tame it. So I was trying to get him over, and as you guys can tell, it took a little bit of time, but we got him over here. So then his jump, he overshoots, and now I gotta hurt him a little bit, like 50 to 75% health down on him. Careful, because you can kill them, and then you'll get the option to be able to ride him. And then I struggled a little bit to get in, and there we go. So the next thing I needed to do was go and kill things. So then the bar on the bottom, as you can see, would go up with flame per se, and I only have a certain amount of time to do so, which is about 20 to 25 seconds. And also, when you kill something, the timer does go up once you've killed it, so you have a little more time to be able to get your tamed pyro. So I ran around looking for something to kill and was able to get the Carno. Now, I think I used the alt attack to get some extra flame just once or twice. The rest of the time, I was only using the regular left click, and that's how I was able to get it. Now, higher levels may be harder, and then as you can see, all I had to do was press left control and the left mouse button to tame him, and we were ready to go. But again, it was a lower level. Higher levels could be a little bit harder to get their health down, so you might want to have a creature to tank it and all that kind of fun stuff, but it is a very relatively easy tame. I did have about 310 health and did lose some health during the tame, and of course I had my armor, which did get a little damaged, but to me it was pretty easy to tame, and if I can do it, so can you guys. Back to Recording Kitty. Hopefully Editing Kitty was able to explain that very well for you. So as you guys can see here, I have two Pyromanes. The first one that I tamed on GCM is on my shoulder, and then the second one that I tamed outside of GCM is all big and kitty-like. So when you throw them down, they're so cute. It stays small until you transform it, which apparently is having a problem doing. They have a couple radial menu things that they can do. So the first one is you can put them to sleep. So little kitty's sleeping, and I can put this little kitty, the big kitty, sleeping too. So they're all beautiful and fiery and asleep because they're so cute. You can turn their fire off. I don't know if it does a difference. Let's try on the big guy. I'm really not sure what that does because I thought it would take down their fire level on what they are right now. Fun fact, their poop turns into charcoal. So it does have a cooldown timer of 1 hour and 22 minutes. And as you can see here, it spoils into charcoal, which I think is pretty cool. You could probably get a dung beetle and it would collect it. And then you would have oil, charcoal, and fertilizer. So as you can see here, my little dude, now they may be a little bit broken. This one did have the option to transform, and now it's not there. So it could just be a thing, but you can turn them into shoulder pets. When I'm holding him on my shoulder, I am cuddled by fire. The buff should give me a little bit of a heat buff. I'm going to try my best to give all the abilities. So as you can see, when I get on top of him, we have Control C, which would swap to a shoulder pet, Flame Absorb, which is control right click, Flame Boost, which is control left click, Flame Leap, which is right click, which we can do right now because why not? And he does a cool little leap. A Flame Trail, which would be hold right click, and of course your regular melee attack, which we used to tame and didn't have a problem. I think I used right click a couple times during. So we're just doing regular melee. He does do a little bit of a flame there, and then our bar on the bottom goes up a little bit. And then our Flame Absorb would be control right click. And then as you can see, we took some of that flame and our bar went up a little bit, which then would probably help when we're doing other things like taming, holding the flame. So then we have a cool little flame trail, which I could see creating a lot of havoc and fun in that. And then, of course, our Flame Leap, which is super fun. Our Flame Boost, what does that do? It gives us a little flame boost and all that fun stuff. Now, let's try Flame Absorb again. How do you do a Flame Absorb? Control right click. So even though I was pointing at the RG and even though he was far away, I took away his flame. So that must be that, so then I can get a little bit extra. And they do have some cool colors. Like, they're not just all red and black. I got a blue one and a green one. And as you can see right here, we have another blue one. Ooh, he's a 130. Of course, when taming them, it could be a little bit harder the higher level they are. And I could see how these could potentially be a little OP. But I play here on single player, so it's just fun to have a pretty little kitty to run around on. And I'm sure they will nerf it a little bit. And it looks like you can also use weapons off of them, which I think is really neat. Another neat thing is that you can actually walk on the lava, which I thought was super neat, especially for people like me that just always end up in the lava and dying. Oh, and they cook meat too. Look at that. Super handy. Okay, so I was finally able to get the transform on the little kitty. So I can transform him into a big kitty now. Back down to a little one. So you can do it in the radial menu or with Control C to make him a shoulder pet. And I just threw a couple things in there to see if he would do metal, make metal into metal ingot, or even make charcoal. And it only looks like he's cooking meat, but that's still pretty good. So guys, I thought I would show you today exactly how to tame a Pyromane, even the pro-ish way, and some of its cool abilities. If I did miss anything that the Pyro can do, or you realize that they can do, or maybe after a patch or something, they decide to change it a little bit, feel free to let us know down in the comments below. If you did like what I provided for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? I hope you all have a super duper magical day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.